If there was ever a picture in the dictionary of a Jewish farmer, it would be Ira Zimmerman.
From very, very young age, I was going to work with my father in the fields. I was driving the tractor, and this is the way of living.
Because he grew up without a Torah education, without mitzvahs, without Shabbos, he has a passion for using his farming skills to promote Torah and mitzvahs, which is why he volunteers to harvest the wheat for Matzah Shmura every year. And he also volunteers a ton of his time and efforts for Keren Hashviis, an organization that helps farmers keep the laws of Shmitah.
I feel it's like Baal Tshuva is making a tshuva on the thing he did before.
7 years ago was the 6th year of the Shemitah cycle. It turns out that year it rained in Israel very late in the harvesting season.
All the center of Israel was not good for the Matzah Shmura, and also the north was raining this year. So only what we have to do is to go to the south of Israel.
Fortunately, Ira and his friends found a field in the south of Israel, next to the Gaza border. Only problem was, no farmer wants to work in a field next to the Gaza border. The tension between Israel and Gaza was palpable. They were at the brink of war.
But then, because I grew up this region, so I know the region. I know it's a little bit hot, a little bit risky. Sometimes they shoot, sometimes they throw stones. So okay, let's do it and keep going. The problem is that the kibbutznik, the farmer, says you can't take it now, it's not ready yet, it's still a little bit green. You need to wait another 1.5, 2 weeks. And we tell them, look, we don't wait. This next year is Shmitah. We need to have double of the amounts. We can't take the risk another rain will come. We need to take it now.
They worked overtime from dawn till dusk, from sunrise till sunset. They tried their best to do it as fast as possible because they didn't want rain to ruin any of their chances to take the wheat to be used for Matzah Shmura. In addition, they needed double the amount of wheat they would usually harvest because the next year was Shmitah.
We need to take double, so it's 3,000 tons.
While they were on the field on the tractor, Ira remembers his partner saying to him, Ira, I can feel that the ground beneath us is shaking. It feels kind of unstable.
But it wasn't like something which is not usual because it's a field, it's a big tractor. You have rocks, you have holes.
And within 2 to 3 days, they managed to harvest the entire field. They sent shiploads of the wheat to all the major cities in Israel for those bakeries to have for Matzah Shmura and also to store for the next Pesach for Shemitah. 2 days later, it was all over the news.
חדשות הערב, מאולפני כאן בירושלים.
כך זה נראה לפני זמן קצר, בשטח המנהרה בה נתפסו 13 המחבלים שניסו להיכנס לקיבוץ סופה.
The terrorists from the Hamas, they were digging a tunnel in the ground and they come up exactly where we are working with the combine for the Matzah Shmura.
They were hoping that the wheat that had ripened and grew in that field would cover them. But because Ira and his partner risked their lives, they worked overtime to harvest every strand of wheat for Matzah Shmura and to store for the next year Shemitah. The terrorists were exposed right away.
The Israeli IDF was able to see them in the camera and straight away they were able to kill them.
There's only one mitzvah in the Torah where Hashem gives an explicit promise of tzivisi as bרכתי, that he will enforce his blessing unto those who keep the mitzvah of Shemitah.
This is the Hashgacha of the Hashem Yitbarach. Have the possibility to keep Shemitah, which make this miracle to happen.